Hello, Virgo. I am here today to give you your message for March 2025. I thank you for being here. Before we start, I want to tell you of an astrological event that's going to affect everyone. It's a portal of energy. It starts off on March 14th. It is a full moon in the sign of Virgo. Besides it being a full moon in the sign of Virgo, there is a lunar eclipse that would be a blood moon using the energy of Libra. And this is an energy where you are being shown the blocks, limitations, unforeseen obstacles, and I want to say restrictions that have been around you that has limited your money, that has limited your career, and that has limited your health. Okay. This is like clarity in that regard. So maybe you believe that the problem with this or that or whatever, and now you're starting to really see with your eyes wide open what the real problem is, and you're taking advantage of being able to move out of that cycle. Libra is asking you, now that you see the chaos that is around you, how are you going to balance this out? How are you going to bring justice? How are you going to take this to court and make it out and get out of this situation because it's no good? Okay. Then we have March 29th, a new moon in the sign of Aries. Now, the new moon in the sign of Aries is also a solar eclipse with Libra. And this energy will be influencing us for 6 months until September, practically. And not only that, during that time, we have another one of these portals where this eclipse, okay? This energy, because it's in the sign of Aries and the sign of Libra, is a call for justice and balance to masculine, I want to say, tyrannical masculine energy that is around us. Okay, masculine energy can be internal because we all have masculine and feminine energy. So this is when you're being too aggressively male. You're thinking about only the one, the self, and everybody can go f themselves. And or instead of thinking the collective and being a nurturer and growing and expanding by creating connections with others, Virgo. So that is. Oh, I didn't change the card. I just realized. So that's one of the things that's happening there. And so this is going to be a call for you to literally call back your power. Don't go quietly into the night, and really stand up for yourself and say, I am absolutely not going to allow you to make you your bitch, let's be honest, and be able to move forward. The reason I call this a portal is because we also enter Mercury retrograde. On the 14th, 15th, Mercury retrograde starts, and it starts in the sign of Aries, and it continues in the sign of Aries till the 29th, which after the 29th, it shifts to the sign of Pisces until April 9th. So here we have Aries new moon, Aries Mercury retrograde during Aries season. Aries, 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 Aries. Aries first house, Aries emperor, Aries the fire element. Mars energy is going to wreck, so Mars is going to hang up with that and kind of give it its actual push going forward. Literally, you're being told, are you going to continue letting people or places or things or your mindset or your religion or your government or your whatever it is, okay, tell you that you have no rights, no privileges, you have to bow down to the master? And this includes yourself, because we also have mindsets that are acquired throughout our lives that tells us, because I'm a woman, I only have these rights. And because I'm a man, I only have these rights. Because I am this color, I have these rights. Because I'm indigenous, I have this other thing that's suppressing me. I remember this, I remember that. And it's all these things that tell us, no, 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 right? My name is no, my number is no. You need to let it go. And it's like, no, I'm not going to let it go. This is my power. This is my reality. This is my life. I will not go quietly into the night. And so this is what the energy is kind of calling forth. The reason I'm calling it to attention is because you're not the only one that will be going through this existential crisis where you're standing up and saying, I'm over it. So if it's a topic of interest, that there's a large community that is interested in the same thing, then that is for all those people to get together and all those people to kind of join forces to get stronger. See, because this is disappointment, Five of Cups. I literally divided it on that. You know what? Hold on one second. I don't know why I needed to look up what devoid meant, and it means the lack of something. And so it feels like I'm feeling extreme lack, and there's many feeling extreme lack. Let's get together Yeah. And actually create a ruckus. It's time to start a revolution. I'm hearing all these songs in my head. Anyways, so Virgo, that is literally what's up. And it's funny because right now the poles are Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node. So this is like fighting against the oppressive energy of the past, of the collective, of the past of the world. It doesn't matter, but it just feels like that. It's so crazy. Anyways, so this influence will be in your life for until September, and so you'll see it in many different aspects of your life, because astrology isn't only just like the single self, but it's the entire world. So you will see it playing out in different ways in your life. And if you choose to be the victim, I done told everybody, if you look at my astrology, and that's why you should subscribe, because you should be able to see the astrology every Sunday I put it out. It's this energy of like 2025 is, I am going to stop crying about how things are unfair, and I have to take accountability and responsibility for my life, and I am not going to be somebody else's biatch. I'm not going to take somebody else's word for it. I'm going to go out there and do it for my effing self. That's what this energy is about. So it's very, very like, I am woman, hear me roar, but this is like everyone. I am human, hear me roar. So I'm going to be going down every single week. So first week. Okay. This is an interesting week, Virgo, because we have the King of Cups. King of Cups I freaking hate, because the King of Cups is the king of a lot of promises and nothing to show for it. Okay? So this is what I call picaflor, because that's a Hispanic thing. That means a hummingbird that goes from flower to flower to flower, removing all the sap from it. Okay? Then we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is like, okay, you're offering me that cup. Where is it? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for my overload of positive things that you're supposed to be bringing to me. And I don't see it in my hand right now. Like, here you are offering it, and I still don't have it in my hands. And then we have the Two of Wands saying, I think hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. I'm hearing that in background. It's so funny. It's so Virgo, I have to say that your reading is making me laugh. It's a nice change, because all the other readings I've been so angry, and this is the first one I just feel like I just want to laugh. But you're Virgo, and this moon is all about you. So it's like, I'm gonna look at this bitch practical. You told me I was supposed to have $100. Do I see the $100? Do I see the $100? No, I don't. So there's a problem here. There is no $100. I think I have to move on. These boots are made for walking, and then that's what they'll do. One of these days, no, right now, I'm gonna walk all over you. And so I'm liking this. Look at that. And then we have consecration tools. I will claim what is mine. Shut the freaking front door. That makes me laugh. What I see beyond the hidden. Gifted spirit, by tongue, by my words spill with purpose. And I feel like with this energy, it's literally not only I'm looking at it and saying, where's my $100 you promised me? You promised me this, bitch. I haven't gotten that. My cup is still empty. Let's work on like what you said you were gonna give me. And you're being very vocal about the fact that, where is it? Right there. I'm waiting for it. And it's like, I think it's time for you to hit the road. And then we have Black Bear. Your existence is the resistance. Shut up! I told you guys, this is so crazy, because that's the energy. The resistance is real. And then we have, all you must do is accept the power awaiting your arrival. It's like, once you realize that the card is completely in your hand, the voice is in your hand. We, the people, are stronger than anything else. And now I'm being kind of political in this. I don't know why, but this is not about that. This is about everything. This is about let's say a partner that keeps giving a lot of promises and doesn't deliver. This is about a family that says they're there and that they support you, and you're never around and you're being totally unreasonable. It's like, show me the proof, baby. It's about your job that tells you that, you know, the problem is your performance and blah, 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 blah. And we're going to give you all this stuff. You know what? Why do I have to change my performance if you have promised up and down and sideways and I don't see anything you have promised? It's everything at once. Is standing up to the tyrannical, masculine, patriarchal energy and saying, F this. It's time for you to pay up. You've promised me this the entire Pisces season, right? Because like we used to be in the age of Pisces. So in the entire age of Pisces, all those thousands of years, you have been promising stuff and you have not given and you have not delivered. You know what? I'm freaking over it. I don't need to wait anymore. It's time for me to stand up. My voice and my strength is more than your voice and your strength, period. And so it's awesome. That's all I got to say about that. Now, second week. This is making me laugh. Oh my gosh, I got more than I wanted, but okay. I got more than I bargained for. Okay, the first thing I see is the Hierophant. Second thing I see is the Knight of Pentacles. So I am seeing that the governing party that promised a lot and didn't give you deliver. This can be work. This can be your church. This can be your community. This can be your family. This can be your belief systems that have not been delivering, now are trying to like put forth new little like seeds to see if you will decide to return. And then we have this energy of 10 of Wands, and they feel extremely burdened because you were supposed to be the sheep that just followed the crowd. What the hell is your problem? I mean, what happened to the time that I can use your religion to tell you that you should care for everyone, and now you're not caring about me? How you shouldn't be, I mean, if somebody slaps your face, you're supposed to give them the other cheek. Why aren't you giving the other cheek? I just want to keep slapping you, you know? And, you know, it's frustrating for me sometimes because people use religion against you, but I am a big believer that I read religion based on like the truth of the world and the truth of myself and the way that my guides tell me. And it says, Jesus says, if somebody slaps you in the face, turn the other cheek. But he doesn't say stand there so then the bitch can hit you again. Because if you need to be slapped around 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, obviously the problem is you, not that person. So they're burning because now they have to plant new seeds to see if they can convince you. But the thing is that you're in this Hermit energy and this Two of Cups. You're in this energy of, you know what? I'm seeking something different, another connection. And it is not you. You can do whatever you want. You can pretend all you want. We can play your game too. We can pretend to. You taught us how to. But we're going to move on. Then we have Milk Moon Witch. And it says, watch as the tides turn in your favor, weaving the waters within and conjuring unspoken desires. Legit. They're going to try to weave everything you want and you're just going to watch. But I feel very strongly that you are going to move into other waters because you're going to see your desires somewhere else. It is what it is. Sometimes people don't realize how good they got it until they push that last damn button and you're like, F you, F your mom, F everybody about you, F even your freaking dog. You guys can, you know, it reminds me of that song. Third week. King of Pentacles in reverse. Empress card. Queen of Swords. Love this energy. Virgo, I'm freaking loving this energy because then the King of Pentacles that believed he was a high roller, that he can get whatever he wants. And this is, I'm just saying he because it's a masculine energy, but this is anyone that was working in their masculine energy that was thinking that they can push those buttons until they can get whatever they want because you're too emotional, you're too nice, you're such a snowflake. I'm going to show you what happens with a snowflake. We can turn into a freaking snowball and bulldoze you. I mean, let's be honest, just a couple of inches of snow in some parts of the world that isn't Illinois, okay? Um, and it stops everything. I'm going to show you how I could stop you, this snowflake. Okay, so the King of Pentacles all of a sudden decides, holy crap, I have nothing. Because the only reason I had something is because these people were bowing down and I was not living off of their means, their mind, their anger, their fear. And now I don't have that anymore. And now the Empress is standing up and she's like, oh my God, I am totally the shit. I am the one that has the power, the resources, the accountability. I have everything. Okay, I am life. I am creation. I am the governing power in this energy. Okay. And then we have this Queen of Swords, which I totally love, where it's like, okay, we're going to play the game the way that you taught me how to play the game. Because up to now, I've been a nice person. I've been trying to show you grace. I've been trying to show you mercy. I've been trying to be the good Christian, let's say, right? But now we're going to do what you're doing, because this is what I believe about being bipartisan, let's say, or being like the bigger picture person. You only are the bigger person in a situation where the other person has integrity and the other person has ethics, and you can see how you both will follow through in the words that you're saying. But if a person tells you they're going to do a lot, you give them the benefit of the doubt, and then the MFer decides to back down and say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. Look at how stupid you are, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, I'm going to promise this again, and watch them fall for it, and I'm not going to do it again, right? When they're like that, that is not an integral person, and I don't have to give you shit. No mercy, no understanding. I don't have to be bipartisan for you, because you are not my equal. You are not my brethren. You are garbage. And we don't play with shit here. Okay? And so we have the Queen of Swords here. Do you see her hand? Okay. So now you want a bipartisan agreement. Now you want to work with me. Now you want to see how we can work together. Let's see. What are you going to offer? Because before I believed your lies and I stayed waiting for my cup to be filled. And you filled your cup, but you didn't fill mine. So now what I'm going to say is we can do bipartisan after we sign the paper. I have been living on whatever you agreed that I was going to have, and then I'll see if I want to give you an offer. But my sword is up, and as soon as you just move or fart or snicker, I'm chopping your damn head off. If a person, especially if a female, is a female, in your female energy, in your embodiment of empathy and of camaraderie and of love and whatever, that's the Empress energy. Everybody has it. All of us have that loving energy where we're trying to keep ourselves united. We're trying to work and think of the whole, blah, blah, blah. When you get to the point that she is the Queen of Swords, her Queen of Swords comes out, you've done past that line way too many times, and there is no grace anymore. We have Bridget. May the serpent wake. Again, this is the age of the snake. And so the snake is awakening and shedding its skin. I'm just saying. Bellowing with the rising flame and beckoning the wisdom that awaits your return. So this is the snake coming up. You're awakening, you're shedding your skin. And in the shedding of the skin, you learned so much. Because in the process of you growing, expanding, surviving, and thriving in that old skin, you have learned lessons. You have learned how the world works. You learn who you can trust, how you can't trust them, how the mannerisms of a sneaky person. And you're not going to fall for the same thing anymore. You're wiser. So you have to thank them for being such dicks, because then you got to the point where you understood how to play the damn game. And that's the whole point of it. Fourth week. Seven of Swords. You see what I'm saying? Three of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Literally, they're trying their sneaky ways and collaborating with you with the underlying thought that they're going to fuck with you again. But this time you're in the As you give, you receive. I'm just here. Do you see how he's carrying the scales of justice? The one he's giving to, the other one he's like, yeah, I think not. I think not. We're not playing that game anymore. And so, I mean, listen to your intuition, because if something smells like shit, it's because there's shit there. Like, we have this saying in Puerto Rico that says, el agua que suena es que piedras tendrá, which means the lakes that make noise or the rivers that make noise have rocks in them. If it rumbles inside of you and tells you, danger, Will Robinson, danger, maybe let's go that direction, because I've already smelled your kind before. Look at that. Weather divination. I trust in what I feel. Shut up. For what I feel are signs to pay mind to. And see, bending over backwards, right? And words coming out of her mouth. And it says thunder. And winds, thunder, and soul. Soul, winds, and thunder. And so that feels the same. The rumbling, that inner turmoil, the sounds of the running waters that are telling you that there's rocks there. I learned my lesson, and you can be a pauper in the street, but I know you're kind. I'm not helping you. I'm loving this. That's all I'm going to say. So, full moon. Full moon is bringing domestic harmony. That is, you are starting to clean house and bringing your house into order. New moon. Personal growth. I mean, enough said, because legit, this is exactly what I'm seeing. You're growing up. You are no longer the naive female child hoping that everybody is good and everybody is inherently decent. You know, there was a time that I thought that too, like everybody was inherently decent. Honestly, there are some people that choose to do wrong because it just makes them feel good to have lied to you, tricked you, deceived you, and have an upper hand. It's like, you know, even if they don't want to, they just do it just because it makes them feel good. It gives them some sense of power and autonomy. And that's sad that the only way that they can have power and autonomy is to hurt another person, right? And they can't find it within themselves. But that's not a you problem. There are some people that are not inherently good, period. Okay. Third thing is the Mercury retrograde. Communication. See, and that's the thing. Like, I'm feeling, I told people before, like, other Mercury retrogrades would give me this feeling of, holy shit, something bad's gonna come. This one, it feels like, it doesn't feel bad. It feels like, you know, my insides are being stirred up so that I can reclaim what was taken from me, right? To call back my power, to tell that church, that religion, that government, that job, that family member, that memory of the past, you no longer have power over me. I reference a lot this period of time of the movie It, by Stephen King, or the book. And this Pennywise, which is the evil clown with the white red balloon, I'm sure some people know what I'm talking about. He got defeated when a group of kids stopped being scared, confronted their fears, saw where they came from, and squashed it where it came from. And in doing so, then it became one of those situations where they reclaimed their power and they were able to kill the monster. So don't let fear allow Pennywise to eat you. I hope you understand the message, and we'll see you the next time.